It's Thursday and the 3rd. Thanks for being here on what's been a rather rainy one at that. Showers have come and gone. More still yet to do just that. Come and go. Your updated forecast and rainfall around the corner. And still a nice weekend, all included in your forecast and your update in just a few moments. We're going to jump right into headlines in just a few seconds. We will talk about a major detour for a lot of folks, including one in my household and many, many others, as a bridge closure for the next couple of months, or for a couple of months, is going to mean a significant detour for perhaps daily travels. We will also have your daily COVID update, locally and statewide. And we'll spend a few moments, as you can well imagine, talking about money matters out of Frankfort, much coming to eastern Kentucky. In the viewing area, specifically Magoffin and Johnson counties, on the receiving end of about $2 million all together today. Before we go any further with those reports, specifically talking about announcements from the governor and the state earlier today with many of our local leaders in the audience and speaking, I want to preface that with census numbers, because the census is going to come up and be referred to in a couple of following reports and by a couple of individuals. So let's take a quick look at where we stand with about 1 month to go. Magoffin County pretty much has flatlined in regards to response rates. Yes, in order to give you a little context and understanding as to what local and state officials were speaking of when they referred to the census data earlier today, here's how it's working as of right now. Kentucky has a response rate of 67.2%, which is still, I think, above the national average. But Magoffin County is still way, way behind, more than 20% behind, 45.0%, and that number has not moved now, I don't believe, 4 weeks. And Magoffin County is very firmly behind several of our neighbors as well. Only Wolfe County in the surrounding county area trails us. They have a 40% response rate. Breathitt County has a 54%, Johnson County 58.7%, Morgan County, the highest of all of our neighbors, at 61.7%. Very few counties are doing stellar, but most are doing better than we. And we have seen today firsthand, as will be laid out for you, how much money we would have seen if we had received a project like we did today based on the census numbers that we currently have. And again, those census rates, a topic of comment in just a few moments by several individuals. So yesterday we had on the program, of course, an announcement about millions of dollars being released, about $1.5 million specifically coming to eastern Kentucky, Breathitt County and Hazard and Perry County and Hindman, Wayne County, all on the receiving end. And today, Governor Beshear, along with other state leaders, as well as leaders from 4 more eastern Kentucky counties, including 2 in the viewing area, Magoffin and Johnson County, were all there in part of an announcement of almost $2.4 million in ARC and RDAPP funds to be distributed among those 4 counties. Floyd County got almost $250,000 for the Estill Bottom Emergency Waterline Relocation Project. That's about 1,800 feet of water lines, which will give access to 15 businesses and over 300 homes in that portion of Floyd County. In Harlan County, the fiscal court there and county receiving over $150,000 to develop a natural gas line or service to the Harlan County Business Park. And then it was on to Paintsville and Johnson County, who got $1.5 million today for a much-needed sewer expansion project. Officials there will be using the money to extend sewer from the wastewater treatment plant to the Honey Branch wastewater treatment plant, and that is going to give service to almost a dozen businesses and another 75 homes.
We will combine these funds, this $1.5 million from ARC, we will combine this with funds that have already been awarded from the Abandoned Minelands Pilot Program, as well as KIA and SRF loan dollars to complete this US 23 sewer expansion project. And I know that every community has projects that they pursue, and every one of them they pursue they believe will make a difference in the community, otherwise they wouldn't spend the time to do that. But some projects really rise above the impact of a community, and we believe this project rises above. This project delivers so much value to our community, not just when it's completed, the day it's completed, but it's going to provide value for our community to the future.
The next county official following Johnson County Judge Executive Mark McKenzie would be that of Magoffin County's Judge Executive Matt Wireman, who was there to accept over $453,000 in grant funds for the Route 30 sewer project expansion along the Connolly Farm. with Wireman first noting that this project was a direct result of the work of the city of Sagersville and Water Commissioner David Gardner.
I want to thank the Sagersville Waterworks and their chairman, David Gardner, and Mayor Pete Shepard of Sagersville, because they are continually looking for funding opportunities not only for Sagersville but for all of McGoffin County. Public sewer projects are not very glamorous. We all know they benefit the environment and they make life a little easier for our citizens and our local businesses. But they do more than that. They help increase the value of our properties and make Sagersville and McGoffin County more inviting to new residents and more marketable to new potential businesses. Water projects are vital pieces of infrastructure needed for a better life and a tough place to live. And it's essential to economic growth in McGoffin County and Eastern Kentucky. And without funding sources like the ARC, we just could not make these projects happen.
And going back to those census response rates I mentioned a few moments ago, Rocky Atkins closed today his remarks by expressing just how important they were and how projects like these can't happen to the extent they should or could without everyone filling out the census.
The federal dollars we get are based on population. The federal dollars we get is based on population. The census is out there now for people to comply, to fill out the form and be counted. And you may say, well, why does that matter? Well, it matters from education to health and human services and to the very money that we're handing out here today. It's important for our communities to make sure you're counted in our region of Eastern Kentucky. And I'm going to challenge my folks back home. Our numbers are not where they need to be. Many of our Eastern Kentucky counties have not committed to 50% of people who have responded to the census. We can do better than that. And we've got to do better than that to be able to invest those funds back in our region and across Kentucky to build that better Kentucky.
And also, touching on those census rates, I had this interview this afternoon upon his return to McGoffin County with McGoffin County Judge Executive Matt Wireman, who also gave us a few more details about the sewer expansion project on Route 30.
Yeah, the Sagersville Waterworks and David Gardner in particular have completed applications and done the legwork and had the engineering work done so that they could complete the application and get it to Frankfort. I think it's been down there since last fall, but when the new administration come in, I think about 2 months ago, they received preliminary information saying that they were going to be awarded the ARC grant for about $450,000. I think they had to come up with some in-kind and matching money of about $113,000. And through the fiscal court and the city, I think we're going to work to help provide some of that so that we can continue to extend this sewer and the public works on out into the community.
And real quickly and lastly, what are the areas that this is going to serve?
This is from on Route 30 from 460 all along the Colony Farm, all the way up past the county garage and around the curve. It'll serve that area. I think right now we go out past Tappy Bottom on Route 40. We go along 460, I think, to the top of the first hill and go up Route 7 to Sand Bottom. And we've actually got the sewer all the way to the industrial park. So this is just the next logical step, pushing it out. And I think it'll be a good thing for our county, and it's closer to the industrial park, so these are all good things.
And one more question. Rocky Atkins tried to hammer home today, again, the importance of it, and I am as well, and I'm going to give you the opportunity to as well. We're talking about $500,000 that you can look at the census rate right now and kind of say that could have been $1 million.
Very possibly, because Johnson County got $1.5 million today. They're practically double our population in size, but these federal funds are directly impacted by the census. We literally are now at 45.0%, and we haven't moved a percentage point in over a month. There's only a month left. This ends in October, and if we want to be counted, we've got to be counted. And this is extremely important. If you haven't done your census, please do it. Those folks come knocking on your door, talk to them and help them. They can fill that census out right there on their phone and get all that data in and take care of that. So, but I'm pleading there, but we got to get this done. We're at 45%, and we're just not. We're going to lose major money over the next 10 years if we don't get everybody counted.
Go to Conley Tire in Staffordsville or ConleyTire.net right now and get $200 back on a new set of Goodyears, $100 on new Generals, Coopers, Bridgestones, and Mickey Thompsons, all with the smoothest balancing Snap-on has to offer. And if your ride has a light on, let their state-of-the-art Zeus diagnostic machine figure it out for only $35 at Conley Tire. Car accidents don't stop. Accidents at work don't stop. Disability and SSI cases don't stop. Your legal needs and concerns don't stop for the coronavirus, and neither does McFarland and Tinker. They are open, able to schedule appointments per CDC guidelines, and always available for telephone and video conferences. Please, be safe, be smart, stay home, and don't let your legal needs fall victim to the pandemic. Call McFarland and Tinker and let them take care of them for you. Summer heat and no AC make for a miserable drive. But don't sweat it. Call Black Smoke Performance in Sayersville for inspection, diagnostics, and repair by qualified technicians with the latest technology and equipment. Don't suffer in the summer heat. Get your air conditioning fixed today at Black Smoke Performance. It's hard to describe the t-shirt lines and looks in right now at the seasonal shop, but I'm going to try. 2 of them are made right here in KY, Ridge and Holler, because, in Kentucky, you're always in one or the other, and both are always beautiful. Just check these designs out. The other is Yonder, and it's made in Pikeville, and it's just as cool and creative and all Kentucky. Definitely something there to appeal to everyone. And the ever-popular Turn Row brand, also at the seasonal shop for all fans of anything farming. And you can come into the shop and experience the magic of perfectly chilled drinks. For regular and slim cans, regular or even wine bottles, cups, and more. It's the Cadillac of koozies by Brewmate. All colors and styles in stock right now at Fraser's Prater Drugs seasonal shop. District 10 of the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet made a significant announcement earlier today. It will affect my wife Angie's travels going to and from work, taking a detour. Anyone who essentially travels to Morgan County from Magoffin on 460 West, well, right in the middle of that, there will be the reason for the detour in form of a major renovation to the White Oak Bridge. Forgive me, as it now is named the Robin Holbrook Memorial Bridge, as was deemed by our state's legislature during an earlier meeting of the General Assembly. Of course, Robin Holbrook, a Magoffin County native who died on that bridge in a motorcycle crash, a long time serving physician's assistant at the Eula Hall Health Care Center in Mud Creek for 3 decades. Nevertheless, this is the bridge that you will have to steer around if you're using 460 at White Oak and Morgan County. You'll have to find an alternate route starting Monday, September the 21st. The bridge crossing the White Oak Creek is going to be closed for about 60 days for repairs. It involves replacing the bridge's beams and deck, essentially the entire top structure, if not more, of the bridge. There will be a signed detour involving Kentucky Route 364 and 1081 that's going to be posted, and they'll have some message boards as well announcing the bridge's closure to be displayed starting next week. Trucks and other through traffic between West Liberty and Sayersville may prefer to use what is going to be an unmarked detour of the Mountain Parkway and 205. Preliminary work for the bridge project is going to start the 14th. Very little traffic impact will be felt then, but the following Monday on the 21st is when the bridge will close for an estimated 60 days. Now, a quick update on Community Day. It is winding down. Of course, the deadline to go online or go to the Sayersville National Bank and support by donating money to all those nonprofit groups which didn't get to participate, of course, in the normal Community Day this year. That deadline, the original one, has come and gone. The final one, the very end, to make a donation if you've been putting it off or just kind of forgetting about it, well, that's coming up soon. We're only days away. So next Tuesday, I think at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, will be the very last chance you'll have to donate and hopefully support one of those wonderful community-serving nonprofit organizations. We're almost there. We've almost reached our goal, but time is running out. So if you haven't already, please go to bgcf.givingfuel.com/community day or drop your donation off by the Sayersville National Bank at either location before Tuesday afternoon, and it will be counted. And every dollar is matched 2-to-1 up to $35,000 and then distributed evenly. 100% going to our local non-profit organizations which rely on you and your support each year. This year, doing it online and through donations at the Sayersville National Bank. So please, if you can, click or stop by and give and help support our community. So with that said, let me take you on to tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau Community Calendar and a couple of birthdays. Kick it off tonight. First, Sister Jan Barthel, this is for you from, well, a long list of folks and friends, Sister Jan, who wanted me to wish you the very happiest of birthdays. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you. Birthday wishes also going out tonight with lots of love, it says, from Tanya and Trenton, family and friends, to Jason, and that's Jason Jenkins. Happy birthday, Jason. Happy, happy birthday to you from a host of family and loved ones and friends. Happy birthday to you, too. That's all I've got on the calendar tonight. Not many announcements going on. Not much of anything going on during the pandemic. But when you do have one for your church group, organization, what have you, or an anniversary or birthday, tell me. And I would be honored to deliver that message and tell everyone else about it. In tonight's obituary listings this evening, a reminder of services to be held Friday afternoon at 1 for 63-year-old Bonnie Lou Sager of Sayersville, who passed away Tuesday. She was the daughter of the late Richmond and Anna Adams Salyer. She's survived by brothers John and Lloyd Salyer, sisters Janet Franklin, Pauline Salyer, Brenda Salyer, and Connie Sue Blanton. Bonnie was a long-time employee for the McGoffin County Board of Education for more than 20 years at the high school. Funeral services in her honor once again this Friday at 1 o'clock. That's tomorrow from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Friends can call on the funeral home for visitation tomorrow morning at 11:30. Brand new at your Sayersville Lee's, and for a limited time, it's sticky sweet and it's bringing the heat. Their new spicy bourbon dippers. You get an all-new taste, nothing short of amazing. They take their spicy jumbo dippers, toss them in a kicked-up sweet bourbon sauce for a flavor that you're only going to find at Lee's. But don't wait. This spicy specialty is only here for a limited time and only at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Go with All Pro, and you'll always get a perfectly finished project backed by decades of experience and thousands of satisfied customers. Always with the best prices on everything from small to large remodels, bathrooms to kitchens to entire homes, or turnkey new construction on everything from garages, homes to retail space. And seamless gutters too. And All Pro still offers 0% financing for up to 18 months and long-term low interest rates on those big projects. For an estimate, call this family-owned business today.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
Come to Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville and get your prescriptions filled, your over-the-counter medications, and immune system boosters, all from the safety and comfort of your own vehicle, either in their drive-thru or with their new curbside service. You can also call ahead or just download the MyGNP app, that's Good Neighbor Pharmacy, and refill and manage your prescriptions right from your device, helping you and yours stay healthy and safe. Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville, 349-4400. In addition to the infrastructure assistance that I covered earlier, as was announced by our governor and local officials, there's some assistance, economic assistance coming to small businesses in southeastern Kentucky, which have been hit hard by the pandemic. It comes via a $1.1 million CARES Act grant to the Southeast Kentucky Economic Development Corporation. Those funds will be distributed via revolving loan funds for those small businesses in well more than a dozen counties in southeastern Kentucky, and of course McGoffin and Johnson are included in that list. I'll find out as many details as I can about how those funds are going to be accessible and to who, and what they will be designed for as soon as possible, and I'll have that for you hopefully very soon. Right now I have for you tonight the local and state COVID update for the day locally. Not anything much to tell from yesterday. No new cases to be reported here in McGoffin County today. That means over the course of the past 6 days, only one new case has been confirmed here in McGoffin County. We are currently holding at 73 confirmed cases, with again no new cases reported today and only one in the past 6 days. But as has been the case for the past several days that I've been announcing those very low numbers for McGoffin County, the state is still at the opposite end of the spectrum, with today another high number, in fact the third highest number of cases announced in one day since the pandemic began. We've also officially passed the 50,000 case mark.
So today we're reporting 906 new cases of COVID-19. That's our third highest total since the very beginning. Today's 906 positives include 124 kids, 18 and under. It brings our total cases not just above 50,000, almost to 51,000 at 50,885. Our positivity rate, though, has actually gone down since yesterday because we had a significant amount of tests come in. And that's good. We want that rate under 5. We really want it under 4, and if we can, push it down even further. But we definitely want less overall cases, too. There are two metrics that we're looking at the same time. We are thankful for the number of tests because it lets us react better, make sure that we can do the quarantines that are necessary and prevent it from spreading even more. But I do think it shows that we're probably being a little more lax in our daily lives than we should be right now. You know, 906 cases used to be unfathomable here in Kentucky, and now we're seeing it more often than we ever wanted to. Let's make sure that we do something about it. So, wear your masks. Livingston County is doing it. Stay 6 feet apart, and as Dr. Stack will talk about, make sure you're really careful this weekend. It's a time when we could have major spread in the virus. Let's make sure that it's not.
As for new deaths announced today, a total of 10, which will make this the deadliest week to date for Kentucky lives lost via the pandemic. Deaths today including a 52-year-old man from Barron County, a 62-year-old man from Jefferson County, and a 70 and a 72-year-old woman from Jefferson County. All right, now I'm going to go out on your Licking Valley RECC Outlook, not in its usual format. I just kind of got overwhelmed and lost some time. Just a lot going on in the newsroom, all by my lonesome in this big old building for the most part. It's a little taxing sometimes. I'll not elaborate any more on that. Nevertheless, that line of showers has moved on and off to our south and east for the most part. And the forecast is calling for pretty much only about a 30% chance of some more showers and storms. As you can see, that line is out of here, and only a few drops might move in or fall behind it. Radar not indicative of that at all. So partly cloudy skies and a low of 66 for tonight. For your Friday before our Derby Day and Labor Day weekend, look for clouds early. Now we do have about a 20% chance of some light showers and thunderstorms from like 11 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon tomorrow. Watch for that. That might be, if we see it, our last hit for a little while. Otherwise, cloudy skies tomorrow are gradually going to become mostly sunny for your Friday, and we're going to be cool on the cooler side at 79 degrees in the afternoon. And then we clear up, and we've got a nice run 4 days. Tomorrow night, mostly clear and 54. Saturday, sunny and 79. Sunday, after some morning fog, sunny and 84. Labor Day, Monday, sunny and 86. And then Tuesday, sunny and 88 as we get back to some more summer-like conditions. But after just a slight chance of maybe a little spotty shower or two tonight and a few midday tomorrow, man, are we going to see, and are we due for a nice little run of some beautiful weather. And that's going to wrap it up for this Thursday. If things go as planned, I hesitate to even say that because most often when I do, nevertheless, There is a new album, a release party as such, which is going to be held, I believe, tomorrow. Turning Ground's new album is out. I have one here. I don't have it in my hands. I have it here. And I think I'll be able to get someone to talk with us about that tomorrow evening. Also, we expect that we'll be talking about school in many different areas, as many as possible, with classes, of course, set to begin virtually next week. So we'll wrap up this week's worth of programming when I see you back here next time. For now, good night, and thank you for watching.